All right, guys, we got a massive, huge patch today for Helldivers 2, which includes a level cap increase. It looks like we have some new Automaton ships finally showing up in game, along with the Automaton walkers, which are causing so much havoc right now. We've got some cool new titles, a bunch of weapon changes, all that and more in this video. Once again, if you want to win a copy of Helldivers 2 for you or a friend, like the video, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed as well. If you already own the game, the winner can basically just choose super credits. With that being said, let's jump into it. So starting off here, there's a lot of changes in the patch notes that they didn't actually mention, which they just threw into the game, which they need to stop doing. Can you please just give us all of the patch notes in a list and not just hide a bunch of stuff? Yeah, so there's a bunch of balance changes to missions, stratagems, weapons, enemies, and Helldivers. The general fixes to stability and improvements. The maximum level cap has been increased to 150. So any XP you earned at level 50 will basically retroactively get applied to you. So if you were level 50 and you just kept playing, you could be at level 150 by now. Me, myself, I was only level 51, which I was surprised by. So it looks like you need a lot of XP and need to be actively playing at level 50 to get a ton of levels. Gameplay. So we've got blizzards, sandstorms, some new missions. We've got the retrieve essential personnel. They move the enemy spawn points further away from the objective to give players a further chance of defending location. Great. There are fewer civilians required to complete the mission on higher difficulties. The destroy the command bunkers now has more objective locations. The mission was way too easy before compared to the other missions. It can now appear in operations from difficulty level 5. Half the negative effect of operation modifiers that increase stratagem cooldown or call-in times. Primary, secondary, and support weapons fixes and stuff. So the arc weapons or the arc thrower, the fixed age charging inconsistencies, it will now always take 1 second to charge a shot. The arc thrower reduced the distance from 50 to 35 meters. The arc thrower increased the stagger force. The guard dog now restores full ammo from supply boxes. It really made no sense why they ran out of ammo. The anti-material rifle damage increased by 30%. The breaker incendiary damage per bullet increased from 15 per bullet to 20 per bullet. The fire damage per tick increased by 50% from all sources. The liberator penetrator now has a full auto mode. Wait a minute. The dominator increased damage from 200 to 300. The dominator has increased stagger now. The diligence counter sniper increased the armor penetration from light to medium. Sniper is actually useful now. The slugger has reduced stagger. The slugger has reduced damage. The slugger has reduced demolition force. The slugger fixed the armor penetration tag in the menu. The slugger liberator concussive senator fixed incorrect armor penetration in tags menu. The recoilless rifle increased the number of rockets you restore from supply boxes from 2 to 3. So that's pretty awesome. Spear increased the number of missiles you restore from supply boxes from 1 to 2. Heavy machine gun, the highest fire rate mode, has been reduced from 1,200 RPM to a more moderate 950. Yeah, it was pretty nuts on 1,200. The stratagems, the Patriot exosuit rockets will now penetrate armor only on direct hit. Okay. Enemies, some new balancing adjustments. So the Charger's normal melee attack does now less damage against exosuits. The Bile Spewer and Nursing Spewer do less damage on their puke. Thank God, they're so OP. The Bile Titan can no longer be stunned. Shriekers no longer create bug breaches. Shriekers hitting you while they are dead does now significantly less damage. So some more things I wanted to throw in, which they haven't even mentioned, is we now have, yeah, the Automaton gunships are here. They are here, guys, and they look crazy. Look at these guys. Look at that. Freaking flying tanks. This is nuts. So yeah, someone actually managed to capture some gameplay. And yeah, he was very unfortunate enough to just be caught by 3 of them chasing him down. And yeah, he's trying to fight back with the quasar cannon here, but it's just not working. These guys are nuts. It looks like they move pretty slow though, so you do have a somewhat chance to take them out. And yeah, it looks like someone else here has actually spotted the gunships. Yeah, as you can see, they fire these like lasers. He's trying to take it out with a quasar cannon here. Let's see if he can do it. Nope, he misses. But yeah, it doesn't look like they move super fast. And it looks like they come out of these, the gunship factories. So I think if you can manage to take down the gunship factories, you can potentially stop the spawn of the gunships. And yeah, just more gunships everywhere. We're just getting more and more sightings. I really like how Arrowhead just like sneak this stuff in, but they really need to tell us when they add stuff in. It's cool to just load up into a mission and see them, but holy crap, is it terrifying. Yeah, gunships are wreaking havoc. And yeah, as you can see, the automaton walkers are now in game and they look absolutely terrifying. Look at these guys. Big, crazy, huge walkers. So obviously this was leaked before, but these guys look nuts. And yeah, they walk. They freaking walk. I am so sorry if you guys have seen one of these. Oh my God, it has this massive cannon on the back. Yeah, and it's just a massive automaton walker. Look at the size of this thing. Now, it is slow as hell. It does look like it has a little gun on the front that you can shoot, but it also has a massive, huge cannon on the back. It kind of looks like one of those ones that are just stationary in the base. This guy's about to get absolutely obliterated by it. You can see it on fire here. This thing looks nuts. Yeah, you definitely need like a 500 kg. Bro, did a 500 kg just hit it and it didn't die? He looked away as the explosion happened, but it didn't actually look like it got killed by a 500 kg. That's crazy. So it's called a factory strider. This thing is basically like a little mini boss. That is crazy. Let me know if you guys see this in game. That looks terrifying. All right, back to the patch notes. So Helldiver patch adjustment issues. So the heavy and medium armor protects you better, and you now take about 10% less damage than before while wearing heavy, and about 5% less when wearing medium armor. Fortified commando and light armor is unchanged. A bunch of fixes for the PS5 would be reset when the game is rebooted, causing things such as loadout things to reset, blah, blah, blah. Enemies now properly target exosuits. Previously, many enemies effectively ignore exosuits if it was on foot. Fix exosuits being able to fire their weapons while opening the minimap. The Helldiver and the exosuit both had a bug that made them sometimes take explosion damage multiple times, like automaton rockets would be too deadly. This is now fixed. Yeah, a bunch of automaton changes. They fixed the issue that resolves around objects that were a lot larger. Note, this system is intended to prevent soft locks where players can drop on important interaction points and drop into unintended places. We will continue to monitor the state of the system after the update is to see if it's necessary. So they basically reduce the number of objects that prevent hellpod steering. So sometimes whenever you're coming down in a hellpod, it will basically lock you. And I think that's to make you not get into places you shouldn't be. So there is a bunch of known issues with this patch, and they are being worked on from the previous versions as well. They have not been fixed. So the game might crash when picking up a snowball or throwing back a grenade. So don't do that. Various issues involving friend invites and crossplay. So crossplay invites might not work in the friend side. Players cannot unfriend players. Yeah, we already know all this. Players cannot block players. Players cannot befriend players. Explosive weapon stat include only direct damage, but not explosive damage. Explosives do not break your limbs except when you fly into a rock. Planet liberation reaches 100% at the end of every defend mission. Drowning in deep water with vitality booster puts you in a broken state. Yeah, well, we all know all this stuff. But yeah, it looks like in game, as you can see in the bottom left of my screen here, we are level 51. And it does look like the level cap has already increased. Let me take a look here at the player cards, or what is it? The titles. So it looks like they've added some new titles. I don't actually get to see them because I'm not the right level, but I know for a fact they've added new titles to the game. I think there's one called Hell Commander, which is meant to be added here. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the little patch update video. Level cap increase is awesome. We now get to just, yeah, push our levels even further. Yeah, a bunch of weapon changes. I'm actually really looking forward to using the Liberator. A full auto mode? Hell yeah. Also, the sniper, the Diligent Sniper now has medium armor penetrating. So really excited to try some of the new weapons. But with that being said, guys, be sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Put on those bell notifications. Come and join the Discord for a chance to win a copy of the game. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.